episode 5. Episode 5.
Welcome.
Today we got guests.
5 special episode.
In this episode, y'all see the title. It's really just gonna be a part 2. We just gonna continue with these, conspiracy theories. No longer theories and are proven facts. You feel me? And you feel me? Since I had my last go with the last video, you feel me? I'm gonna let him kick it off, and he go on with his conspiracies that are not facts. Start off like that.
Yep. Let y'all know, we both Aquariuses, so our minds is very, very introspective. Just to let y'all know that. So it's like, our birthday's coming up soon. You feel me? And it's just funny that this episode 5, my birthday in February. Really like my
right. 11
or her.
Aquarius season.
First, the important thing about these words in terms like conspiracy theory is the etymology of these words. The root word of conspiracy is conspire, right? Conspire means make your secret plans that consist of unlawful or harmful act, right? So basically, you're making a theory, which is just a supposition of or system. My bad, my handwriting. Or system of ideas intended to explain something. That's what a theory is. A supposition or system of ideas intended to explain something. So when you put those two words together, my bad, I had to write that down real quick. When you put those words together, that theory, a conspiracy theory, is just something that would harm the status quo of what is, right? So things like, 9/11 being an inside job was a conspiracy theory. It's just because that idea is harmful to the status quo of it being an attack from, another country. So those people could, get what they wanted out of that whole attack. Being said that it came from another country. So they could do, their plans. You feel me? Anything against that, you're conspiring. You feel me? You're going against what is, right? And
That's like a legit crime, conspiracy. You conspiring with a group of people to come up with some criminal activity.
Right. So it's like, as specifically melanated beings, a lot of the things that we do now, in general, we're looked at as guilty of. It feels like the whole society that we live in conspires against us sometimes. And it's not even just, race, because now it's just about if you're rich or if you're poor. And, we have got so caught up in like this 3-dimensional world that it's like the truths are stranger than fiction. You feel me? Like, it's insane how we can, suspend our beliefs, right? People could be Christian, people could be, all kinds of religions, but it's like they'll suspend their belief in those things into something such as, a fantasy show or whatever kind of show that they watch. You feel me? That their vices or whatever excuse they basically make for themselves that goes against their religion. You feel me? You got Christians watching a show called Lucifer. Why is that? You feel me? Why is that? Even though that's against their religion. You feel me? People do things that go against these things all the time anyway. So it's like the order of things right now aren't even in balance, because it's like, should entertainers be making more money than people who are actually putting in work, such as people who are farming, growing the crops, growing the fruits, growing the vegetables? People like basketball players,
teachers,
mm-hmm.
people who, save lives.
Right.
The nurses, doctors,
right.
Officers.
The people who
fire department
entertain, should they be making more money than these people? and just spend it however. You feel me? Because they don't know better. They just spend it however. They don't really give back to the community because that's part of their contracts not to do that. It was that a conspiracy theory, but you know, they say Darwin had a theory of evolution which has not been proven yet. Many scientists still follow that theory because a theory is just an idea that is composed of other ideas that make it something that is even what it is. So it's like, why is that a theory in the first place? Because it's basis in reality to where that exists. It just may not be something that you perceive yet.
Or the Big Bang is still a theory. These scientists don't even still know how any of this started off.
Right.
They still go off the Big Bang theory. No cap.
It's blasphemous to who you are. That's what it really is.
Where
It's blasphemous to who you are. Because when you take away things like a Bible in the first place, like a book or a language that isn't yours in the first place, you reflect. It's like the connection to what God is would be completely different because you would be in harmony with the earth. Or in modern day, you would just be in harmony with other people, and y'all would start to learn to harmonize with the planet Earth. But people are okay with living how they living. Essentially, like they're okay with these people being paid more money than them. You know, people are okay with essentially living without a voice and not speaking up for things that are actually right. You feel me? People rather, inflict violence or whatever the case may be is people will basically rather do something negative than something positive 9 times out of 10.
right?
It's so much. My bad.
You got it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes. Go ahead. Yeah.
You feel me? People can kill each other. People can do all kinds of things to each other. But it's like coming together, unity. You feel me? You're not gonna fuck with somebody because they from another hood, or you're not gonna fuck with them because they not family. Whatever the case may be is, and it's reasons. You feel me? It be reasons and things like that. But like overall, as a collective, it's like as a collective, there's so many people, right? It's like okay, that's cool, right? But it's more other people you connect with. That's probably in your area. I don't mean stop there in terms of who you connected with. It starts with self because whether it be you, it is you in the end, and it's you in the beginning. So it's like people gonna have to figure out how to exist without you existing if you were to really think about
It's crazy. It's like how many times can we all come together for like a party, a function, or a funeral, or a crime scene, a fight. But when it's time to come together and do something positive, somebody a music bed, somebody doing a music bed, somebody performing, they want their peoples to pop out, or whatever the case may be, you doing your art show, you try to have people pull up to your art show or your event, or whatever it is that you do. You feel me? You want people to pull up. You probably still in school. You do track. You want people to pull up to your track meets. You do sports. You want people to pull up to your basketball, your football games. You feel me? The list goes on and on. It's like, how can so many people come together at our funeral, but these same amount of people can't come our career, lifestyle, habits that we do to get where we want to be. You feel me? How can we inspire a funeral? You feel me? And all come together for that. But when this person needed you to pull up today to show out for them because they on stage doing their thing, or they on the field doing their thing. You feel me? They just looking for that support. Niggas could be there, or niggas can't be there. But niggas dying, the funeral is being held. You could be there, or you feel me? Like how can we come together and do that, and not come together and and support each other? This is kind of probably off a little topic of part two, theories and our facts. But it's like to tie into all of this, bro.
it's a conspiracy theory.
Literally, bro. It's like this is all conspiracy.
Actually,
it's like it's us making this bed.
Exactly.
It's conspiring against the government right now. Right. Us even talking about this to y'all is considered conspiring. You might be starting trying to uproar or uprising, a revolution against the government or whatever the case may be. But it's like end of the day, like even with the 9/11 shit, how can there even be multiple thousands of people saying, yeah, the 9/11 attack doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem like what the government told us it was. It seemed like it's a setup. How can multiple people, thousands of people, even come together and agree on that itself? It's not like it's just somebody said it and niggas threw that idea away. No, other people thought about it. It's like, you know what, that makes sense. More people thought about it, you know, that do make sense. Hold on. And it just gradually grown to the point it gets so popular. You know, the government themselves, you know, these top people themselves have to come out and say something and speak on it. They have to come out themselves and speak on it. Oh, nah, we're going to get Osama bin Laden. He's about to die. Navy team Navy Cell 6, whatever the fuck that shit called. They about to slide and do what they about to do. It's like, bruh, why can't we sit here and just believe all this shit?
They ain't even find his body.
But not believe the shit somebody locally will be telling you, or somebody around you might be telling
you. Right though.
But take in everything the government tells you.
A TV. You don't even know these people.
Never met them.
Only know them through the TV.
Never met them.
And the phone.
It's like to a certain extent, like I was saying in the last verse, like just use your brain, use your logic. Does this make sense? Does this make sense for this president to be talking about what this president talking about? For a terrorist to boom as a country, how do we really react to this? Like, does this shit make sense? How these government officials are moving?
Exactly.
Or because conspiracies make sense?
Right, because they saying this back then, but look what they doing now. Like they go from hating foreigners in 2001 to saying free Israel, free Palestine in 2024.
Right.
What's going on? Like you got to pay attention when the president wins, but you also got to pay attention when they lose because you got to think about all of these people who ideas are aligned with those people.
After 9/11.
Right.
Citizens with that. Right.
Because it's like, okay, Trump won, but it's like people still politically aligned with Kamala and you feel me? Or whatever the case may be. It's so much deeper than politics. It's just whatever you think would do better than the world, you need to speak on that. And the more we speak on that, the more change will happen. Fuck these celebrities, fuck these stars. They don't mean shit. You feel me? You have to be what you have to be.
You probably got your own conspiracy theories of yourself.
Exactly.
But never tell nobody because you probably think you sound stupid or you sound off. Nah. But you probably like, you know what if these niggas probably full time? What if the government boom boom boom? You probably just be thinking that to yourself. Go ahead, share your thoughts. Don't be shy.
The fucked up part though be when like people end up knowing, like people like, you know, 9/11 or whatever conspiracy, it'll come to fruition and people like, you know, government been doing fucked up shit. You know, it'll just be accepted. You feel me?
Right.
It's like radical acceptance happens when these things get revealed, and it's like we have to stop letting these things happen because just like in the 1980s when the crack epidemic happened, and you know people ended up realizing it was pretty much too late, and now it's another epidemic, and you know they did something, and when people realize it's gonna be too late,
right?
That's the crazy part. So it's like be vigilant for real. Like you just gotta. These people not. They're fake. You only know these people through a TV, through a television, and through the overseers that have forced them, through people who run these corporations, through the bosses, bosses, and so on and so forth, through the police, and so on and so forth. How are guns coming into the community? But these people were equipped with guns when they came into the country against people who weren't. That in itself.
That's a conspiracy.
And right. And now it's like the same thing. How was people in Chicago getting living Call of Duty? Like how was they getting RPGs? All of these guns, you feel me? Like shit is crazy.
I was Rochester getting all these weapons. How? They talk about stop the gun violence in Iraq. Somebody trying to crack a hold down on this violence in the country and in these cities. Is y'all really though? Are they really though?
Right.
But are they really? Because I'm pretty sure it's not too hard to really put on like and really go and collect a bunch of weapons, or to really find out how these weapons are getting imported into the city.
You know what's funny? This is something.
Unless it's done.
This is something that's funny about that. You know, I think a lot of cops who probably haven't been to the military are afraid in terms of like that. Like when they hear that, like but you know, what's even funnier than that, like how I was talking about, you know, suspending your disbelief and things of that nature. It's like superheroes, superheroes, for example. I guess this is kind of conspiracy theory, but like superheroes are a representation of, like the Justice League basically represent the Olympian gods, Greek gods, right? And people today nowadays are Christian, right? And for example, the city we live in, Rochester, has a part of it called Greece, where a majority of non-melanated people live. Greece, right? Why is that called Greece? Why does Rochester have a Hermes statue? It's like these things be right in the open. But another part on superheroes though is like, you know, I've never seen any of those people display that kind of like heroism. I've never seen, you feel me, them like a Batman. I've never seen a billionaire become a Batman and do what's best for the community. You feel me?
Right.
And when you really think about these superheroes anyway, it's like they're working for the government, like Justice League of America. They work for the government. Avengers, they work for the government. So it's like Superman, we really think about him, and you really think about what you would do if you had Superman's powers for a day. Because I really thought about it and meditated on it, and it's like if I had the ability to like run faster than the speed of bullet, like go like as fast as light, like I would start farming. I would start, you know, nurturing the earth, growing crops, making sure people aren't fighting anymore. You feel me? Hungry anymore. So it's like the fact that they don't even depict him doing those things in the comics itself shows you the kind of mindset these people have, because they're not even doing it right in the artificial world. That's essentially their version of heaven that they can't actually access because they don't have those abilities in real life like we do. You feel me? So it's like I just hope that people that resonates with it, because it's like we can suspend our disbeliefs for like people who don't look like us. You know, we can imagine Avengers, we can imagine the Justice League, but it's so hard to beings that look like you doing those same things, because when you actually look around, where are you seeing that at? What's the black superhero team that you know? Unless you like really in the comics and all that image comics. I mean, but I'm in the comics shit like that. They don't. That's not something that's actually like advertised directly advertised. I mean, you know, and nowadays that's getting more prevalent, but like that's not the main image. I mean, that's not what's on your cable TV or your non-cable TV for that matter. I mean, so it's like when you look at the image of beings that look like you are being portrayed like to you and to other people, then you'll understand. You reflect. This is just a character that we're all portraying. This is just different versions of characters that they want us to portray. But the rebellious factor is there for a reason. In this land. That's another topic.
What's a conspiracy that you know that I haven't said that is a proven fact now, or that was recently, or previously considered theory as a fact? That type shit.
UFOs.
Type shit.
They making their own crafts now. So be careful. Be careful right now, because I read about this in a book a long time ago. They blew me.
Look it
I
up.
think it was his own book. But yeah, you can find the documents. Look it up because they doing in 2025. They done already made their own UFOs. Because why is a UFO aerodynamic? Why do they look the way that they do compared to what they may have been depicted as in the past? They are planning to do with these UFOs. Now, y'all wouldn't even believe it. Y'all would think
But then when they drop these files,
word up.
oh, it's fake. It's not real. Go ahead, look up
Even if you read it,
CIA
it's like
files on alien and UFO.
you know what's funny though? Right now, at this exact moment, like even if somebody did accept that, it don't really change nothing. That's the thing about some of these conspiracies. Once you accept it, it's like all big pieces of it. So it's like, and then that's it. And going on word and go on with their day until they really see it in person. They're gonna talk about it for the rest of their life.
Or until it's negatively visually affected in some shit. Make his life get in danger. Some shit going down. Oh no, shit, listen. Oh, yes. Nice about 20 minutes. I'm gonna wrap it up like that.
And then
Episode 605.
next episode we do together.
I'm gonna put his links down in the description. Last words.
Tune in to bro music. That's it. Tune in to bro music. That's the last part. If y'all don't know, y'all know about the podcast. This could be a first video. A large music catalog.
I got another song coming out on the 7th. What time I'm gonna drop this on Friday? 7th, for example. Where song coming out on the 7th? Probably have some. Word though, the Get Right podcast. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And I'm gonna see y'all later. FTR in my out.